I started playing Minecraft in 2013, playing tons of servers and hundreds of game modes every single day. But in 2025, I'm setting out to explore the remains of what's left of the fun that I had as a kid. Come with me as we explore some of the best servers that have been forgotten in time in Minecraft. This is RunSafe, a server who has the same admins and players that they had when they opened in 2011. If you want to join up, the IP is right here on the screen right now. Before we check out the survival world, I definitely have to check out the creative world. This is basically where history stands. Some of the oldest creative plots known to Minecraft are still here to this day from different eras of time. Look at that, My Little Pony. That means something's very old here. You can right click it right here, apparently with the plot stick. 2012. September of 2012, and these are some of the first builds on the server. One of the admins that still plays to this day told me that this is the oldest build on the server, which is the World Trade Center. Oh, that's a little crazy, but yeah. Oh my goodness. July 14th, 2012, these World Trade Center was built. I remember these like self-portrait statue skin builds used to be so popular back in the day. Honestly, some of my favorite things from this era is the pixel art. I miss pixel art a lot. Yeah, 2013. This is all super cool though. Some Mario characters. The cool thing about this place right here is that this city has been being built since, hold on, give me a second, 2012, and is still worked on and edited to this day. Literally a city in construction since 2012. And I think they even have a roller coaster that shows off the history of it. This right here is a map of the entire plot and how big it is. There is literally a whole roller coaster based on the history. We have to check this out. This is some crazy lore right here. This is actually insane. I have never seen something like this on a Minecraft server, let alone one that's literally from 2012. Although the admin told me that this minecart thing, this show right here, was literally built in like, I think, not long ago, maybe a year and a half ago. That's still absolutely insane. This shows the whole lore of the server. I haven't seen anything quite like this yet. That was 100% one of the craziest things I've ever seen in a Minecraft server. A huge shout out to Tracer for that whole thing. That was crazy. Look, I even got my own photo right there. And to end my stint on the creative world, the first thing that we see when we look out is a bunch of pixel arts, including Brian Griffin. I think this is honestly a good place to go and check out survival because this is literally 2012 in a nutshell. One of the admins told me to go to the survival world and jump through this painting right here. And there is literally a whole library back here where you can buy like lore written books from out the server, like through all the times. Like these are written by players all the way from like 2012 and back to now. They have kept the biggest document source I think I've ever seen in my life. I do have some of these inks, which basically just tells you the rarity of the book. I guess the gray ones are less valuable or something. But we do have some findings, so I think I'm going to get a book. Who should I get one written by? Lol, submit. The author is literally the server. I have no idea how that's possible. Oh, it seems like this guy is basically just a scammer. This is a scammer's autobiography. Let's just skip to the end page and see what they got. Oh, it's Propasta. So he's basically saying he's not going to scam anymore. It seems fine, but we did get a secret admin book over here. I can't remember which one it is. I think this book's supposed to be pretty old. Yeah, it's basically just poems about the players of this server. I have no idea when this was from, though. I also got word if we click this dog, then it leads us to a museum of all of the server's time. These are different sets that they had in survival that were custom made by the admin Tracer, and in here is a museum with actually preserved items and buildings and such. This is actually kind of crazy. This is remnants of a base that was griefed, and this is the actual building. I guess like rebuilt or like world edited into this part of the museum. I don't know. But apparently the whole base got griefed and that's what they have left of it. This place is actually sick. I was told these were the real items. Like these were the genuine items that you could find. This world edit acts as a replica, but it was used by somebody. And then the rest of these don't say replica, so I assume that they're diamond found via X-ray circa 2013. User is still banned. This is literally a diamond from 2013. This is one of the things that held up the original spawn from 2012. How do you even preserve this? I guess they just knew that this was going to go on forever. This is much longer than the 2-week Minecraft phase, I can tell you that much. And alpha slabs, these petrified slabs, that's kind of crazy. And then all of these secret stuff, I guess, throughout time. And then the first prototype that was used for the roads on the creative plots. Honestly, there's so much I didn't cover, but you definitely have to come check out this museum on your own time. This place is actually kind of insane. My favorite thing personally is there's an overlook over there that was just from somebody's base, just a chill guy. and then it ended up getting world edited and sat inside a museum. I think the craziest part of all of this to me is that the admin said that this server never experienced a high amount of players. Like, it was always very, very constant, but never a huge amount of players joining, which means that all of this was saved from the few core players that actually played the game throughout time. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for RunSafe today, so I think that we should get on to the next server. The server that we have up next is called Minecraft Online, known to be the longest standing Minecraft server that has not reset the map since 2010. When I was online, there was also another admin online, so we decided to have some fun. One cool thing I found out though is that on Minecraft Online, there's a plugin to where you can search and see when a player first joined. So I did exactly that. Only thing I could do is check and see my oldest Minecraft account if it had ever logged in when I first got it. And it had. I logged in for the first time in 2015. In February of 2015, I logged into Minecraft Online for the first time. And that has been almost like 11 years ago now. That is absolutely outrageous. I was 10 and now I'm 21. The first time I ever logged onto the server, and it still hasn't changed the map. It's the same thing I saw when I was a kid. I don't remember anything, but evidently that's the thing. Right here, you can easily see that all of this stuff is super, super old. Like really old. But the server kind of took to me at first, to be honest. They gave me some armor and stuff, which was pretty cool. But all of this stuff is like, I don't know. That's insane. Look at this. They have their own Mount Rushmore. I don't know what this is, to be honest, but I did hop on yesterday to check the server out briefly, and I was the oldest person on. I was the oldest person that had ever joined the server before in terms of who joined it first. So that's kind of crazy. But then they all started giving me stuff. They took me in as king and started respecting their elders. I'm kidding. They didn't. But the admin that was on was very cool. A reoccurring thing that you can see in these old Minecraft servers is the fact that they have pixel art. Like, these pixel arts are probably older than, I don't even know, like 10 years old. Maybe even 11 when I joined. Who knows how old they are? This map has never reset. And some of these things are marked. I'm going to try and find some really cool landmarks from like really long time ago. This stuff's super cool to me. It's literally like walking through a museum, but in a game. I did find this relic, though, that literally just says, Russians were here. Fair enough. Honestly, I hate to say it, but some of the relics are really hard to find because of people still building to this day, but that's kind of the point. I'm not saying it's not the point, but I think that you kind of should have... Casino? Never mind, we're going to the casino. There we go. These statues were made in 2010/2011. And these are a reoccurring thing because a lot of people like to build their characters at the time, but that is insane. 2010 or 2011. I was either 9 or 10 years old, and now I'm 21. And some people viewing this won't even have been born yet. Honestly, this is all super cool, but I think I'm looking for something slightly more untouched than more modern touches, if you get what I'm saying. Like something that is preserved and hasn't really been messed with throughout the years, maybe less known as well. So I'm going to do some real digging. To be honest, we're at the point where I personally think that it doesn't even have to be like from 2012. 2014 is old enough now. So I'm going to scroll to the very bottom of every single page that I can get to on here and try and find an old one that has 0 players, but also keeps the same special feel that isn't as easily as found from maybe 2014. Okay, we're in a server that isn't necessarily that old. It's from 2017, but it started before that. But this spawn is pretty much just sums it up. This is pretty much 2017 factions, but it's on 1.12, which is kind of rare. But I kind of do want to go check out this guy's base coords and see what he has, if there's any still free items in the chest. It doesn't seem like anyone's been on here in a while, so let's just see. Hey, we found some remnants of a base. Let's see what they have here. Oh, we can't get into it because it's claimed. How am I supposed to get the free stuff from this guy's chest if it's going to be claimed? There's another structure in the distance. So what am I going to guess? This is somebody's head. It's somebody's horse head. Hold up. I can grab it. Did I just dupe him? Drag. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just place these around here. Hopefully this base isn't claimed. I could definitely go for a sleep right now. Bro, this dog is going to sit here for eternity. However long the world lasts, this dog's going to sit here for eternity. Whenever they decide to shut down the server, if that ever happens, he's going to be forgotten in the void. But he will be now memorialized forever because of this video. He does have a food chest, though. Only uncooked potatoes. Get real, dude. That's actually quite crazy. There's no telling. It could have been 8 years this dog's been sitting here. I'm serious. This dog could have been sitting here for 8 years. That is like kind of crazy. I am going to cook up some of these potatoes real quick because we got a long trek ahead of us. As my potatoes smelted, I couldn't leave this dog here alone. I decided to give him the name Frankie. I couldn't unsit him because it was just not possible. A dog that has sat here from 8 years. I left a nice message and I hoped Frankie the best, and I decided to put him on something a little more comfortable than that stone ground, as he would be sitting here probably for a while. I decided to leave him some food and give him some pets so that he knew that he would always be here and he would always have something to eat and he could be comfortable for however many years it is to come that Frankie sits here. So I took the rest of my potatoes and decided to leave some because I had to go on a mission. But I will not forget about you, Frankie. And I don't think the people will either. So it's time for me to set back on my journey of going to visit this guy's base, and I hope for something that might not even exist anymore. But to see that that's still intact, I do have some hope for his base and the free items inside of it. Gee, they better be good. Although this server does seem to be fairly popular. There's a ton of different things like house blueprints and then different stuff like this. Another house right here. So I don't think that like this was just an SMP. Maybe this was a public server. I don't know. None of this stuff has stuff in the chest, so I'm not honestly sure what happened. Honestly, my best guess as to what happened to the server is that it was just an SMP that a bunch of friends played on, but eventually they just kept paying for it and stopped playing. I know this from personal experience. I owned a server for like 2 years and just forgot that I was paying for it, so I never played on it. It was like $2 a month, so it just kept going, and I didn't even play on it. So, in the chat it says, some hack are allowed, see rules. Some hacks are allowed. That's pretty descriptive as to which ones I can use. Well, that certainly is something. I'm not sure how that got lava casted, but there is a few houses over here, so we might as well go check it out. Hey, this one's actually claimed. I can't steal anything. I didn't plan on it anyways, okay? I promise I didn't plan on it. I was just saying, you can't... Is it all claimed? I don't know if it's all claimed. I'm gonna place this back, but... Okay, so it's not all claimed. You should probably get that part of your base claimed up. You can see where it's claimed. I'm no genius, but if there was anything that an owner's base would look like, this is most definitely what the owner's base would look like. Whether this was built in creative or not, I'm not gonna diss the man. I don't even know him. Or the woman. I don't know if it's... I don't really know, to be honest, but that is an owner's base if I've ever seen one. So we're going to raid the owner. We're not going to raid him. We're going to check and see if he left free stuff like he said at spawn. And if he did, that would be grand. That would be my mission accomplished. And then we can leave this server knowing Frankie is comfortable and that we got free items. Okay, this is actually pretty big. He's got a lookout and everything. You know what? We're going to explore. Welcome to... I'm running and I'm not even pressing my W key. What is happening? Hold on, watch. I'm running. I don't know what's happening. Real town, founded December 28th, 2017. So almost 2018. That makes it a little less. Wait, this is the free items. No! It was a trap. Okay, so it looks like the latest. Oh, somebody was here in 2025. 2 people were. January 2025 and February of 2025. That's actually sick. Look at that. Starlight 779, December 30th, 2017. That was literally 2 days after this place was founded. I did indeed leave my YouTube channel on there for free promotion. And I want to see some comments. If anybody is from this server and you commented on this video, that would be super cool if you saw my name here. I don't know if that's a thing, but you know what? We're going to go venture in and see what happens. So this person, Starlight, was able to get a house at the owner's base, which seems like pretty high deal, right? This person hasn't been seen in over a year and 2 months. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, this person, Real-Time MC, hasn't been seen in a month. So it's been a month without the server. The visitor center is also claimed by Real-Time MC. So I'm just going to assume that that's the owner. I'm pretty sure that that's who the owner is. Which is pretty interesting. He hasn't been on a month. It's kind of crazy to think that I was probably in 8th grade when this server was built right here. All of this stuff, this Christmas time. And I've been graduated for 3-4 years now. That's actually kind of crazy. And these people have probably grown up a lot too. Which makes it even more insane, to be fair, that this has sat here for a while. But it is time that we finally check out some more servers. Let's go see if we can find one even older that is still just as untouched and ungriefed and all of that stuff. I think that we can find some more bangers here. I don't know what this is, but that guy is good looking. I can tell you that much. I've come to the point where I'm just finding cool servers, to be honest. This server, I think it's all versions. But you know what? I talked to the server owner, and the server owner actually has ran servers for 10 plus years. So I'm going to count it in because this server is actually pretty cool. So the IP was probably before this, but yeah, this one has like kind of an old feel to it. I don't really know how to describe it. I guess it's because the server owner's been like owning servers for a really long time now. But this kind of does feel like just an MMO RPG server from back in the day. All of the pets and stuff like this and the spawn is actually super cool. It actually feels very comfortable here. So we've come to the point in our journey where we're now finding newer servers that actually look like older servers. Which I'm not going to say is bad. These are definitely good servers. And another thing that makes a big point of it is the community. And the community here is actually really nice. I've talked to them for a little bit now. And they're actually a W-rated community. So I'm including this in the video. I don't care. This one counts on the list. Ooh, we have another one that was established in 2010. And we can follow the path to learn about the server. Visit our builds. I think that's kind of... Oh, wait, I can fly. That's great news. I do not want to walk through all this. So these are the railways. We need to find some dating on this stuff. Retro 2010 to 2012 builds. You know what? That's exactly what I'm looking for. It ain't even working. What the heck? Oh my gosh. ETA 2026. So how am I supposed to find all this stuff? This is outrageous. This server has also been running for over 800,000 Minecraft days. That is like the biggest. That might be the craziest non-resetted world like ever. Honestly, to be honest, it might be closer to 1 million Minecraft days now because that was a while. Hold on. My alarm's literally going off. Excuse me. Yo, this is epic. I haven't seen something like this yet. This is actually super cool. That is still insane. Take a look at this. This is literally, I think there's only 4 blocks used, like stone bricks, stone, sandstone, and spruce logs. I didn't even look inside. We also have this server called Serbcraft, which has been open just as long. It literally since like 2011 or 2010. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't speak Serbian. But we can go to... What kind of worlds do they have? Survival prison? I kind of like prison. We can igrak. I know that igrat means play in Russian, so... I don't know. Let's explore. This is kind of crazy. I'm excited to see what this is. Oh my goodness, this is like prison. That this server's been around forever. You know what? I think I can mine this and level up really quick. Mine A. I think that's what that means. It's kind of context clues. Honestly, I feel like I could read Serbian better if it was in Cyrillic. I don't know why. Kind of hoping that they can understand Russian. Not written in Cyrillic. I'm trying to get an OP pickaxe off this mod. I don't know how this is gonna go. Moderator. I tried my best to figure out how to get OP stuff, but instead, I just couldn't get around. I just couldn't figure it out. So I decided to type in Bosnia better in the chat and then leave. Shout out to my boy Soon AFF. You can search him on YouTube and find some more banger YouTube videos. This is another server what was supposedly from 2010/2011, but it was down forever. And today's the day that I'm editing this video, and I just saw it come online. I don't know what the point was, but it only holds 15 slots as well, which is kind of interesting. Although there is nobody online, and I don't think that I can read whatever this is. Oh, this is definitely German, right? It's low-key don't look like German, though, at the same time. It looks like German mixed with some Scandinavian language. Those are 2 languages I don't speak. Wait, it's starting to make sense. That was my suspicion, that it was Danish. And .dk, I'm just gonna make... Oh, it literally says they're in Danish right there. I didn't see that though, but that was my speculation that this was the Danish language. Although I have no idea what's going on. Velkommen. I think that means welcome, so let's check it out. Oh, we can't. It just says welcome. That's just all it says. Right? No, we got it. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh. Yeah, don't think we'll be reading that crate key. Does that mean gambling? I gotta find where the gambling's at, to be honest. /warp crates. Oh, what am I supposed to do with warps? Oh no. We're gonna have to take a journey to find the gambling ourselves. I keep accidentally walking through like portals and stuff, so I'm a little confused as to where I'm supposed to go now. Barbecue? Okay. Nope, not happening. I don't know, to be honest. I'm a little bit confused, but these look kind of old, like old builds. Maybe these are from prehistoric times. They kind of look like it, to be fair, because everything's built out of like nether blocks and wool and bricks. And bricks would have been fairly new back then. Let's check out the house. I can't. It's magic. Hey, this one's open though. Oh yeah, we might have just found a gold mine right here. These are all made out of wood planks. And that means one thing. Either a 6-year-old plays on here, or this is from a long time ago. I'm getting Stampy's Lovely World kind of vibes from this place. It is kind of nice though. I kind of like it. It reminds me of those blocks might have been floating there forever. Unless I'm just stupid. I might be just stupid, but it seems as if somebody was a tad bit rude and placed... Well, I guess it's intentional because I can't break them, so whoever placed them is probably the owner of this place. This place is kind of a maze, though, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out. I'm trapped inside the observatory, and I cannot get out. Uh-oh. We might be cooked. Oh, I've got a little wand that teleports me wherever I want to go. That was beneficial to have. I didn't even know I had that, but this server is actually pretty cool. I mean, this stuff's definitely old, to be fair. You can just spend this teleport wand. Oh wait, this one might be unclaimed. Ah, it's still locked. I can't find any relics. This look, he does look like Stampy's Lovely World, his chest room. It's right here. It's still locked. Why is everything locked? You can't view anything in this town. Wait, a sign. W. Okay. Well, interesting. There's another sign over here. And that one says Flymaster 2000's base. This is interesting. Oh, we found something unclaimed. We might have a gym here. What is this guy hiding from us? Mad Keystay. A strop. Well, you can't eat it. I was just wondering if that was a plug-in or something. To be honest, I can't tell that these are a little old just because of the generation of the terrain period. I think that it's a good tell of how old something is. I've only seen one biome so far, which was pretty common back in the day, but there is spruce logs. I don't know when those came either. Those came pretty early, so this is probably just a mine that goes as deep as possible. Those were very popular, just straight down. A farm! This is it. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I just broke history. This is why I should never have a time portal, I guess. This world is so untouched. This makes me believe that I don't think anybody knows this server, actually. I think this might be one of the most secret servers in the game that's still running from way back when. Honestly, I don't know how it's still running, but it's still running, and it's super cool. I think that it shouldn't be touched. I might even leave the IP for this one. I don't want any griefers to come by. I'll be very upset about that. This one's like really untouched, like from the beginning. This is all like, I'm not even that far away from spawn. I think I spawned in not even at 0, 0. So this is all untouched, like over time. Like there's dolphins. What? Here's another server that seems to have been going on for a long time, although it's in German. I don't know why, but I see a common occurrence with most of these German servers being the longest lasting ones. But we can see a creative world right here, although I don't see anything in it. It might have been reset, which is not exactly what I was looking for, but I've definitely seen that. I've built that before, 100%. We need to find something older than this. You know what? To end the video on this cool ancient German server, we're going to play... Wait! We just found another player to play football with us. It doesn't seem like anybody else wants to play with us. Yo, I've been sitting here for an hour trying to record the intro clips and somebody joined. Wait, this is the perfect way to end the video. We have just got ourselves a football match here. Come on, we're in. All I want to do is score a goal. That's it. And we've done it. We have scored a goal in 2025 on this German server's football game. To be honest, I had tons of fun researching and looking through all of these, meeting all of the communities and everything. And it's safe to be said that Minecraft might be on a little bit of a downfall, but there still is core audiences who play the same servers that they've been playing for 2012. Like RunSafe, which has basically some of the same community that they had from 2012 when the server started, still actively playing and building on the server to this day. That's almost like 13 years, 14 years from then. It's actually outrageous, but it's so commendable to see all of these communities still together, and some not so much. Some of these servers, like the Danish server that we visited, seem to be completely abandoned, with 0 people playing on it and not even found in however knows how long. But I do want to hear your feedback on this series. I plan on making a ton of more videos like this because I'm just interested in them, and I think it's fun over the whole hardcore videos that everybody's doing. I want to do something a little bit different, but that's interesting and fun for me to make, but also interesting for you to watch. So that's what my approach is with this series. I'm going to continue making videos like this, and I would love to hear your feedback and some ideas in the description, and also make sure to subscribe. But without further ado, I will see you guys later. Take care, be safe, thank you for watching, make sure to leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe, and if it's lighting up right there, let me know. I think it lights up now when I say subscribe, so make sure to do that, but I will see you guys later. Take care, and goodbye.